There comes a time when all good things come to an end, and that's exactly what we're seeing with a lot of these makeup trends. The matte foundation, the matte lips, the on fleek eyebrows that are like perfectly sculpted like a chisel. And what we're seeing more now is that skincare and like showing natural skin is what's up.
Well, today we're gonna do a full face of just spring and summer makeup trends, and then you can judge for yourself whether you like it or not. We did a video on glass skin last week. If you haven't already, check it out and make sure you watch it.
So if you want to see how we get this look, Mia and I are going to show you all the latest makeup trends this summer. Stay till the very end for our final look. Okay, so first we're gonna start with skin. It's one of the main reasons that gives foundation that really fresh, that really glowy, natural looking skin. I like starting off with a sheet mask, and this is the Honey Facial Mask from Grace and Stella. This one is for blemished skin. It's in my eye. It really does make the biggest difference when you put your makeup on. It all starts from hydration. Just pat it in until it dries. With foundation, less is really more. This one is from ERBORIAN, and it's the ERBORIAN CC Cream Skin Perfector. So it gives a little more coverage than BB cream, but it's not as high coverage as foundation. For the spring and summer, I really love CC creams, skin tints, and also tinted moisturizers. And if you have like any freckles here, I really like it when it shows through, so don't try to cover it. Last year, everything was all about packing it on and everything was perfectly sculpted, but now it's just about letting your real skin come through.
Now fill in your brows,
but really like kind of accentuating the actual hairs.
Brows are what frames your face, and it's all about less is more. I'm just gonna go in with my INNISFREE skinny brow pencil and just draw out the natural shape of my brows. I normally start the line on the bottom first so I can kind of measure where it starts and where it finishes, and then I go on to the top line to make sure that I have the thickness that I want, and then I go back in and fill in everything in between. And in the front you draw little hair-like strokes like this going upwards, and you kind of feather that in throughout the brow.
So I'm gonna go in with this Benefit little brow and just kind of go up like this, and it is tinted, so it's just going to darken your natural hairs, and then brush it upwards. So then for like the ends, I'm going to draw in with the Ka-Brow from Benefit as well. You're kind of feathering up and creating the lack of brows. So just be like really light-handed, and then you can create these natural strokes. So these are the brows.
So the closest thing I have would be a vanity quad from Chanel that's got a lot of the nice purples and lilacs. That I'm going to use this color here just to do the inner highlight, and I'm going to pop this color in the inner corners just to brighten that area up.
Moving on to the other trend, which is using a color, a pop of color, all along the bottom lash line.
So today I'm going to go in with the Christian Louboutin. It's called VELOUR, but it's like this dark green color, which I feel like is really beautiful. So today we're just going to go in and just line both top and bottom eyeliner. It's enough color for you to be a little bit outside your everyday look. For the bottom, you would just go from there and you connect it all the way through to the center just before where the highlight is, and that's how I would wear it. And then you can just go in and finish your eye look. So that's the eyeliner there.
I'm gonna try use blue on the bottom lash line. I'm gonna go in first with this Chanel Long Lasting Eyeliner in the shade 103. Put that on the waterline. I have never done a color on the bottom, so we shall see. I'm going to soften it up with another blue shade from this Galactic Eyes palette. This blue, and just like smoke it out, just smoke it out. So I think when you're working with color, it's really important that you have like a neutral eye on the top and not much else going on, because the color should kind of just speak for itself. So this is what I like to call the upside down liner look. So all the color is actually on the lower lash line. So it kind of just like very dramatic. But wait, there's more. If you guys haven't seen the glossy eyelid kind of trend, I'm gonna try recreate that. It's just kind of wet and moist on your eyelid. So I'm gonna go and tap some like a iridescent sparkly eyeshadow, and then I'm just gonna put lip gloss over it. That's probably not how they do it, but you know, you gotta make it work. We're gonna start off with this. So I'm gonna tap this on. Okay, so now I'm gonna take a lip gloss, a really like glossy lip gloss, and we're just going to apply it on top of the glitter to make it like sheen. So this is the wet eyelid look. Moving on to cheeks. We're going to do this trend called draping, because I think when Rihanna came out with her Killawatt highlighter, her makeup artist used it in a way that's kind of like all over here. So I'm gonna show you how it looks. I'm just gonna put some blush on. I'm gonna use that same thing that we put on the eyelids. It's just like concentrated on this temple eye area. Am I shiny yet? Wow.
So I'm gonna go in with a color called Sunny Holiday, and this is by Jill Stewart. It's a very beautiful sort of warm colors with peaches, pinks. So I'm just gonna mix this all together, and I'm just gonna pop this on the cheekbone area, and this helps to sort of contour at the same time, lightly on the cheekbone here where you normally place your highlight. And that also creates a more youthful look. If you don't know, a lot of the Japanese trend is to wear blush just on the cheekbone areas, and it kind of gives you more of like a youthful anime look as well. So once that color is in, your complexion and everything just looks more warm and actually kind of ties in together. You can definitely go back in with a highlighter bronzer just to highlight that cheekbone area, which I have. So I'm just gonna cheat and pop a little bit on the cheekbone just to give you that glow. This is the Fenty Beauty in the Hustler Baby. So just pop it right there. Oh my god, look at that, guys. Just, it's all about that glow. Pop a little bit in the nose. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
The last one, this one actually gets me the most excited. Hands up if you're a 90s kid. Okay, so you'll know that lip gloss was a thing, you know, lip smackers were in.
Honestly, I went through a phase where I had like so many lip glosses of every color, of every brand, of every style, and then I was like, I don't even wear lip gloss. They're so sticky that when your hair flies in your mouth and it's always like... So in the 21st century, everyone wore matte lipsticks, and that was the new thing, and became liquid lipsticks, now stains, and now we're back to glossy.
First, I'm gonna use this Korean lip tint underneath for color, and then I'm gonna top it off with this e.l.f. Lip Lacquer lip gloss. The more the better. Oh yeah. You want it to be almost dripping off your lip. My face is all sorts of shiny.
This one is the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb. Look how huge this doe foot is. I do avoid wearing a lot of glosses because I do have fat lips. When I wear a gloss, they accentuate the fatness of them. But this gloss feels so moisturizing. It feels more like a lacquer than a gloss, and it definitely adheres to the lips really well, so you don't feel like it's moving on the lips or slipping away. The color pigment is very, very high, so it covers most of your lip color, so it's not translucent, because most glosses are translucent. It's just like a bit of a shine, whereas this one feels more like a lip color lip gloss. So this is my take on the spring trend. Of course, you guys can play around with different colors.
And that's it, full face of spring makeup trends.
Alright guys, so that's it. Hope you enjoyed this kind of video. If you did, remember to give it a thumbs up. And also, if you don't know already, I'm still in Australia as I'm wearing a sweater. As you can see, it's freezing cold over here. Felicia, holding the fort in New York. You go, girl.
And now it's time for you to go and watch our glass skin video. If you're still around, I hope you are. Just click up here and we'll link it there. And yeah, thanks for watching and we'll see you in the next video. Bye! Okay, bye.